Well, the reviews for Ahsoka are coming in, they're pouring in, and I have not watched it. I guess I have to now because I have to be a bread tuber, my friends, for you. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I'm going to get around to it when I feel like it, though, because, there's nothing that really makes me excited about strong female lead in space again. The future is female. The force is female. Yeah, I'm done with this. We fool me once with The Force Awakens. We're not doing it again. And so that's where we're at with Ahsoka. I can't imagine anybody's actually excited about this. I mean, Rebels was a decent cartoon. She was a decent character from Clone Wars. But like once she is moving into this space where she's her own strong female lead, and there's nobody else really like Anakin, who's supposed to be the lead of the whole Star Wars deal, to back this up. It just is not something that is exciting. It's another B character that they're giving their own show, pretending they're an A character, inserting it into this, like, this is in the middle of the Star Wars saga, and we already know what happens after this and what happens before this. So it's really hard to make that exciting, like, on any level. They're just trying to milk this brand, and it's very obvious that that's what they're doing at this juncture, rather than actually trying to create new content. Now, I always talk about this, like, the way Star Trek did things, and I know Star Trek and Star Wars are a fighty type of thing, was actually right in the beginning. So you had Star Trek, which was like the beautiful thing. They did their movies, and when they wanted to relaunch it and do things, they set it 100 years in the future, and they gave a whole new characters, whole new crew and all that, and it just really transplanted things. You had that history in between, and you'd learn about kind of what happened there, and you could view it as its own experience and see how things updated based on that. Made a lot of sense. But for some reason, like, brands are afraid to do that these days. That's why they do these sidequels, as they're called. Not prequels or sequels, they're sidequels because they're on the side. And they always turn out to be disasters or just boring at the end of the day. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. So Nerdrotic made a comment about it already. Nerdrotic, of course, has been following the Star Wars saga for a long time and is one of the foremost authorities on this. And he says, "Women in space!" And I almost made the comment, at least it's not lesbians in space. But you know what? Maybe they are, and it's implied, and I haven't seen it yet. So I should hold off on making a comment like that because, of course, they love to do that these days. Episode 1, boring, predictable, passionless, atrocious acting. So this is it, and this is exactly what I expected. So I started watching the review from ThatStarWarsGirl, Anna. I didn't watch all of the review because I am going to probably watch this myself at some point and give my own review. But I watched about the opening, and it looks like they did literally just rehash the opening to A New Hope at the very beginning of this. They have no creative bones in the Hollywood body whatsoever. It's absolutely crazy. But we knew this. It's even with The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens was episode 4 just completely redone with a female lead, and everything beat for beat matched that exact storyline. So Ahsoka, naturally, they opened it with the crawl, and even Anna says they screwed up the crawl. That she posts the lettering from it here, and you can see it's like red lettering instead of yellow, and like the formatting's kind of wrong. Like they even like. They have to do their own take on it always. They can never just like leave well enough alone. We all want the crawl. That's always the fun part of Star Wars, and it was great when they did that in Clone Wars. I loved it. But here, they just screwed it up again because they have to tamper with things. This is what they do. They have to subvert expectations, they call it. And this is what they're doing while trying to rehash the old at the same time. And that contradiction makes for a bland product that never works. So it does open up with a ship looming across things exactly like A New Hope. And it's just like an eye roll at this point because they have nothing original to add to this. Now, other reviewers have gone at this thing and actually said that this show has contradicted Rebels continuity and film continuity to the point where it's just like nobody was even trying on this. And this is the other typical thing they do. They hire these diversity hires into the writer's room who don't actually like the properties whatsoever, don't know about it, aren't really super familiarized with it, and they screw up the continuities on big levels. This has been happening across these Star Wars shows on Disney Plus so far, and so it's almost expected at this point. So as a fan, you're just supposed to say, screw you, we are going to insult your intelligence, and we're going to tell you that this stuff like that, you know, even though it doesn't fit, is it, and you better damn like it and consume more, damn it. And that's exactly where they're going with Ahsoka so far. So, yeah, the reviews are looking really bad so far, really bland, really boring. This was going to be the thing that saved the Star Wars franchise from its destruction recently, and it looks like Disney Plus has yet another bomb. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.